Hello student. Now we will start the second chapter of analytical chemistry CH605 analytical techniques. Friends, first chapter we have seen the separation technique, that is solvent extraction technique. In this semester we will study the analytical separation technique, which will be used for the purification, isolations of analyte from their mixture or matrix. Now from second chapter up to the chapter number 5, we will see the chromatographic technique. All are different chromatographic technique. These are also separation techniques. Now we will start the second chapter, high performance liquid chromatography. Shortly we called as HPLC. Sometimes we also called as high pressure liquid chromatography or high performance liquid chromatography. The syllabus included in this chapter is Introduction to the HPLC, Principle of HPLC, then Equipments of high performance liquid chromatography. In equipment there will be three main parts, that is mobile phase reservoir, sample injection system, and third important part is columns in HPLC. Then next will be the choice of column, then which column we have to select on the basis of the nature of sample. Then detectors, there are different detectors are used in HPLC technique. Then choice of the supporting material, these material are used to develop the columns. Then choice of mobile phase, this is also depend on the nature of analyte. We can choose the specific mobile phase, and last is the application of this technique. About this chapter, this is schematic representation of simple HPLC. This is solvent reservoir, that is in all chromatographic technique there are two basic concepts, that is stationary phase and mobile phase. Mobile phase are the different solvents we can use. So in this schematic representation, this is solvent, and this solvent, that means mobile phase, are pumped through the high pressure pump. Here we inject the sample along this mobile phase. Along with the sample, the mobile phase enter into the HPLC column, that means stationary phase. Here actually separation taking place between the stationary phase and mobile phase. After separation of sample, the eluent, that means mobile phase plus sample, can be eluted and passing through the detector. The detectors are recorded the response of the mobile phase plus sample, and then the solvent or mobile phase plus sample goes into the waste. So this is simple concept of the high performance liquid chromatography. This technique is an analytical technique which is used to separate, identify and quantify the component in a mixture. It is the single biggest chromatographic technique essential to most of laboratories, pharma industries in the world. So this is very important analytical technique in separation. In this technique we will use to identify or both analysis, that is qualitative as well as quantitative analysis, can be done by this technique. Let us see the introductory part of high performance liquid chromatography. HPLC is a technique used to separate, identify and quantify. That means qualitative as well as quantitative analysis can be done of each component in a mixture. That means in a mixture we can identify and quantify all the components present in the mixture. It releases on the pump to pass pressurized liquid solvent, that means mobile phase, containing sample mixture through the column filled with the solid absorbent. That means here mobile phase is a liquid solvent and solid adsorbent is a stationary phase. This mobile phase is passing through the stationary phase by using a pressurized high pressure pump. Each component in the sample interact slightly different with the adsorbent. That means the sample again distributed between this mobile and stationary phase and and the separation of the component are taking place in the column, and that can be detected by a detector. Principle of the HPLC. High performance liquid chromatography is well established technique for separation of mixture, the substance into their constituent parts based on specific chemical and molecular properties or nature of analyte. Separation is based on distribution of analyte of interest between mobile phase and stationary phase. This stationary phase is contained within the HPLC column and the sample containing the analyte injected into the column, then pumped through with a flow of mobile phase. As they pass through the column, the constituents interact differently with the stationary phase and causing them to separate and elute from the column at different time interval, and these separated substances are typically detected by a different HPLC detectors. So this is simple principle. That means the solutes present in a mixture that can be passing through the stationary phase, that is HPLC column, and the distribution taking place. Each component present in your sample can interact differently because their chemical nature are different. That's why it interact with the differently with the stationary phase, and that results the separation of the sample or component through the column eluted at different time interval, and these separated substance can be detected by a different detector, UV detector, RI detector, etc. Let us see the basic equipments for HPLC. HPLC instrument has 4 main systems and 3 systems which help to proceed HPLC accurately. The 4 main system includes mobile phase reservoir, injection system, column and detector. The other 3 are the high pressure pump, waste and recorder. The 4 main system will be discussed in detail These four phases are mobile phase reservoir, injection system, column of HPLC and detector. This is schematic representation of simple HPLC technique. So here the mobile phase, that means we can say solvent reservoir. Here the high pressure pump is there. This high pressure pump the solvent mobile phase. Here sample injector is there. Here we inject the sample through this mobile phase. This mobile phase plus sample enter into this column. Separation taking place, that means each component present in the sample can interact differently with this stationary phase, and the separation is taking place, and they eluted from the column at different time interval that can be detected by the detector, and we get the chromatogram. That means if this is a chromatogram that contains the four different components, we get the four different peaks, and area under this peak we can quantify the different component individually. So this is simple principle. Let us see the first component, mobile phase reservoir. So mobile phase reservoir will carry the mobile phase solution, and through the pump it will pump into the column. This moment is according to gravitational force. The mobile phase reservoir is a solvent with a different polarity, such as water, methanol and acetonitrile. This solvent should be highly pure. In market there are different solvents are available, like LR grade, analytical grade and HPLC grade. For the HPLC analysis we should use highly pure, that means HPLC grade solvent. Example, water should be used as a deionized water. The mesh size of the filter has been 0.45 micrometer at the standard condition. The solvent filter through this mesh size to remove all the particles. This term as millipore filtration. The excess of gases present in the dissolved form in a solvents are removed from the mobile phase by the ultrasonicator or ultrasonication before the use in order to minimize the error. If excess of gases is not removing, then column may be spoiled or damaged. So before use the mobile phase should be filtered, that means millipore filtration has been done. The different gases are present that can be removed by using ultrasonicator. That before use the mobile phase you should sonicate the mobile phase by ultrasonicator in order to remove the different gases. Highly pure solvent, that means HPLC grade solvents are used, and the mobile phase are selected on the basis of the nature of the sample. The second major part of HPLC is injector system. HPLC sample injector is a technique used to load and inject the sample solution into the HPLC system. This method is performed using a specially designed injector which is located before the HPLC column. There are three types of injector available for HPLC system. That first is loop injector, septum injector, stop flow injector, etc. The injection volume must be same for all sample under the experiment or during the experiment. The sample must be injected without the disturbance the system pressure and flow rate of HPLC. The sample should be free from air bubbles, that already we have discussed, that means free from all gases, that should be removed by the ultrasonicator. It must be accurate Since the volume of the sample in microliter, that is 0.5, 0.1 to 100 microliter, the sample solution should be free from any particulate matter. That means sample is prepared in a solution form that can be filtrated, or that can also ultrasonicate. A sample loop in a load position is filled with sample solution, whereas the system is equilibrated. While rotating inject point, the sample loop is changed to the high pressure part of the HPLC system or connected to the mobile phase. The flow of mobile phase delivered by the HPLC pump goes through the loop of the sample, and the sample carries along with the mobile phase into the chromatographic column as shown in the figure. Here in figure we have tried to represent the loop sample injection system, that is loop injector. So this is very simple technique. So this is load position, that means this is sample loop. If you inject the sample, this loop is continuously filled by the sample. Size of this loop is fixed, that means size of sample will be the same. If you change this system into the inject system, that means this system is connected, this loop is connected through this column side, and this side is connected to the that is connected to the high pressure pump. So this is as shown in the second figure. So this loop will be connected to the mobile phase, and this mobile phase coming from the high pressure pump carry this sample along with mobile phase, and it inject into the column, and then separation is taking place. This is about the loop injector. So here we stop the lecture. In next lecture we will see the column in HPLC, different types of column we can use for the HPLC system.